I'm Alex Jackson, and this is the LA edition of Sheen Talk, and we're here with Dale Godboldo. We all know you as an actor on the scene, but now you're producing behind the scene. Which one do you like better? I always have to ask this question.
You know, it's funny. I like them both equally because they're two different muscles. You know what I mean? I mean, when you're an actor, it's all about the art, and you sort of release it to the directors and the producers to create the environment, and I get to just slide in there and be an artist, be creative. As a producer, it's just a series of problem solving. I mean, you wake up in the morning and you got 35 problems you have to solve, but it's also creative in that problem solving. And you're sort of, it's more brick and mortar, it's more about creating the right environment for the artist's magic to sort of shine. And I like them both. They're two different sides of my brain.
So, have you ever had a time where you acted in a project and produced it at the same time?
No, I haven't actually. I've done it with events where I've like hosted the event and maybe I'm on stage for the event, but I'm also the executive producer or the producer of the event. I've done that. But no, for camera, I've never produced myself yet, but I'm working on it.
And I know you do a lot of philanthropy work. Can you tell us about Project Now?
Sure. I started Project Now about 5-6 years ago, and I developed it with the help of President Bill Clinton and Chelsea Clinton, and then I did my first fundraiser for it with help from George W. Bush. And the purpose of it was to rapidly address the educational needs of at-risk youth in America, and we focus on kids that are potentially left behind. Maybe they're reading 2 or 3 grade levels behind. We really focus on literacy and getting in there rapidly to sort of change the trajectory of these kids' lives. And so I launched with those 2 presidents to sort of show that this is an issue that's beyond partisanship. You know, I wanted, you know, a Republican and a Democrat to sort of show that this is American kids that we need to support. And so I'm very proud of what we've been doing, and we've done a series of events. We've just partnered with a lot of other organizations to help us get the word out and to raise money for existing organizations that are doing the work on the ground already. Our job is to sort of help them raise the money that they need to continue to do the work. So for instance, last year we did a big fundraiser with Matthew McConaughey and Ashton Kutcher came out and helped us raise quite a bit of money.
That's big.
Yeah, it was really good. We were really, really excited.
So what other projects do you have coming up or you're working on?
Something that I'm pretty excited about. I was on the Mickey Mouse Club as a kid with Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears and all those guys. And we're getting the band back together. You know, we're having a Mickey Mouse Club reunion in Orlando, Florida this May. And we're benefiting some extraordinary charities. So 100% of our profits goes to Orlando-based charities. Give Kids the World, which is a village in Orlando that parents who have critically ill children, they might have a wish to go to Disney World, and Give Kids the World Village houses them and their family for these critically ill children. And then we're also benefiting One Pulse Foundation.
Okay.
One Pulse rose up after the tragic events that took place at the Pulse nightclub back in 2016. 49 people were killed. So we're supporting them as well. So we're really excited about that.
And you're doing some executive producing on it as well, right?
I am the executive producer of that event. So not only am I going to be on stage, it's hosted by Joey Fatone from NSYNC. So he's getting myself and all these Mouseketeers up on stage, and we're going to reminisce and do all of that. But backstage, I'm also the executive producer, myself and my friend Chasen Hampton. We're both putting it together, and again, you know, in front of and behind the camera, so to speak, as it relates to an event. This will be that example of trying to wear 2 hats at the same time. Yeah.
So what made you all even decide to bring that back, or is it all just for the good cause of giving back?
Well, it's our 30th anniversary. You know, so you know, this year it will be 30 years since the debut episode of the 90s version. So, you know, we figured if we're going to do it, let's do it now, right? And we wanted to do it in Orlando. We wanted to give back to that community. I mean, there's a reason why so many of the Mouseketeers from that show are successful today. And it was because of the support from Disney, the support from our mentors and producers on the show, and the city of Orlando and Central Florida in general. So we wanted to sort of have it there, raise money for charities, put a spotlight on the communities there, and really have a good time, because many of us haven't seen each other in years. So it'll be fun.
Well, I'm excited to hear about it and hopefully see it.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming to Sheen Talk LA Edition.